Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I want to talk about the ultimate endgame gear, so the hex chest gear. So we are approaching that stage of the game where a lot of players are starting to get the full class set, so the 5 armor plus the 5 accessories plus the weapon. So a lot of players have the full set already, and they might be looking into working on the hex chest gear. So that will be either the King's Cavalry, Mighty Chariot, or the helmet, or the Unforgiving Darkness set. So right now, I still recommend players to save their Megatrium to upgrade their accessories, mainly the necklace, bracers, and the ring, to level 60 first. And this will take 1,500 Megatrium plus the 200, I believe, or 300. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, plus the 300 Megatrium that you need for the level 60 weapon. This will require you to have around 1,800 Megatrium for the 3 accessories being level 60 and also the weapon being level 60. So you should prioritize doing that first. And since you will be replacing the armor sets, the armor pieces for the hex chest gear, I do not recommend using any of the Megatrium on your armor gear unless you have a lot of it already and you have already maximized the level, the upgrades on your accessories plus your weapon. So let's talk about Maiden's armor sets. So right now I'm thinking of removing the helmets and also the pants for 2 of the hex chest gear. So the reason for that is because for the helmets, the stats, although are very good, you get physical attack, skill damage, and some crit. The gravitational spin level is actually quite bad, mainly because gravitational spin does not do a lot of damage. Its multiplier are good, but as you can see, each hit does very little damage. It does 30 hits, but the amount of times that you actually do 30 hits onto the enemy using the skill is not a lot. And also it takes a ramp up time to get those 30 hits in. So in windows where in the boss fight where you have short windows to hit the boss, this skill does not actually do the full 30 hits, and the multiplier from that as a result is not a lot. So I do not recommend keeping this piece to level 60 or level 55 if you can upgrade it to a hex chest gear. The other piece is the pants. The pants, it has good stats. It's got skill damage percentage and crit damage as well, but the set effect of Thunder Warp CD minus faster short cooldown by 20%, it is basically useless. It's good for parsing in Abyssal Frontier, because in Abyssal Frontier you will often be using Thunder Warp, but for a raiding spec where you use Thunderseer and Blade Frenzy, you basically never use Thunder Warp in your build, because this skill, it's melee, and the conditional of having to direct it to a direction and hitting it with onto the enemy using a cursor or RNG based system in PS5 is very clunky. So I do not recommend using Thunder Warp in a raiding scenario. It's also melee, because so it's not that good. And so the additional effect of the pants is actually useless in the build I'm using. If you're using Thunder Warp in your build, then I recommend taking away maybe either the boots or the gloves. But I do not recommend taking either of them, because Surging Thunder is a high contribution skill to your arsenal, and also Whirlwind Dance is also very good. It's the level 55 skill. It does a lot of damage, and the chest piece, Magnetic Force Field, also does a lot of damage. So I recommend replacing only the pants and the helm. So what options do we have to replace the pants and the helm? Well, for helm, you can either go with King's Cavalry or Mighty Chariot. I personally already have the Chariot helmet blueprint. So I personally will be going for the Mighty Chariot. And the Mighty Chariot is good because you can use the finisher, so EX1, in the beginning of rotation plus overload to buff up the damage of your next skills, and then at the end of your rotation for your human form, you can go into the EX3, so transformation skill, and get this buff again. So you get 16 seconds off this buff across a very short duration of time. And in a Abyssal Frontier scenario, you will also get a third buff using the EX2 the second time. So you get around 24 seconds of this buff. And I believe this buff is a separate multiplier. So it's a 12% separate multiplier onto your overall end damage calculation. I'm not sure if this is 100% true, but I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment. King's Cavalry is also good, but keep in mind that the King's Cavalry high frequency condition says that it happens once per second. So in 10 seconds, you will reduce the time by 2.5 seconds on all your skills, which is honestly not a lot. If it does not have the 1 second per 0.25 seconds skill duration reduction per for every second, then it will be good. But right now it's capped at 2.5 seconds per 10 seconds, and it's not very good in my opinion. The other stats are very good, but I just won't use this piece. I'll be using the Mighty Chariot. And also the Mighty Chariot has extremely good stats. It's got crit damage percentage, and physical attack. And yeah. And for pants, I would honestly be also using the Mighty Chariot. It's got physical crit, and the damage resistance is also good for survivability, but it's honestly not that good. But the main thing about this piece is the physical pen. You gain 10% physical pen every time you cast a skill for 8 seconds. It's got a 4-second downtime. But honestly, 4-second downtime is only a 50% downtime in comparison to the uptime. So it's got a very high uptime, and across the full duration of 12 seconds, it's only a 25% downtime. So it's actually a extremely powerful piece effect. And because the 5-piece set of Blade Maiden is so damn good, Charge Adhesion and the crit from the 4 set and the 5 set is basically so good for Blade Maiden. So I do not recommend breaking it for the 3-piece set for Mighty Chariot. So you will be using 3-piece White Abyss, or what's it called again, for the Pure Reality, either 5-piece set of Pure Reality, 3-piece set of Pure Reality and 2-piece Chariot, or a combination of 3-piece Pure Reality plus 2-piece of any hex shifts that you want. But I recommend the 2 pieces of Mighty Chariot. The pants for the King's Cavalry is not good, and the Unforgiving Darkness pants is also not good, and the Unforgiving helmet is also not good. The only other good piece is the Boots of Unforgiving Darkness. It has physical pen upon entering battle, and also gives physical death shred, which is extremely good. But the other stats are also alright, but they're not the greatest, but they're okay. But the main thing is the pen and the death shred. But because our set boots is so good with the electro enhanced amplification for Surging Thunderstrings, and Surging Thunderstrings is one of your highest damage dealing skill, I do not recommend using those boots over the class set boots. So these are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments, and this will set you back around like including the weapon, it's going to set you back around like 200 something back sculptures, or even more. I haven't done the exact calculations, but it's a lot. So it will take more than like I think I think 1.5 months to get all the pieces. Plus you need the blueprints, so it will take a while. So, but the good thing about this build is that you only need four blueprints pieces. So two for the helmet and two for the pants, and that will be different for a class like Starbreaker, where for Starbreaker you want the 3-piece set of chariot. So for weapons, obviously you want the Shadow Weave blueprint, but it's going to be a very difficult thing to get unless you do the prayer. So these are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment. And if you like the video, just drop a comment and maybe press the button to like the video, and maybe subscribe to my channel. I'll do more Crystal Atlan content, and I hope to see you on the next one. See ya.